Dragi gledalci, nalazimo se u prostorijama humanitarne organizacije Naši Srbi, Our Serbs. Kad pomenemo Our Serbs, znate da je tu Kathy Fanslow, predsjednica i osnivač organizacije, i ove godine sprema se da proslavi već 10 godina postojanje i puno stvari koje su rođene. Kathy, thank you so much for your time, for taking the time for your schedule to talk to us and let us know. I haven't talked to you back since your big event at the Holy Resurrection last fall.
I think it was like November,
something like that. And
yeah.
in the meantime, you went to Serbia.
Yes.
For Christmas, usually
every year, same time. And then in the summertime, we go in June, and we end up going to Kosovo for 3-4 days.
And I hear that this year you won't be going in June, but you'll be going
in September.
For some organizational purposes, so to speak. How was the trip this year over the holidays? Did you do the gifts with Patriarch Porphyria, and then for how many children?
Oh my gosh, I think that we did 600 children this last Christmas. And we fed the soup kitchen, we fed 2,000 men and women in the soup kitchen. So we give them a nice Christmas dinner, pechenye and salad and all kinds of good things.
So this is all actually organized, paid for, so to say, by Our Serbs.
Yes.
The gifts for 600 kids and
yes.
meal for 2,000 people. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And a lot of kids you make
Yes.
happy in just a few days. What did the kids say? How did it go with Patriarch Porphyria? What is this already, maybe third year you've done it with him?
This is about, third year.
With him.
And he loves children. He loves children. You know, every time I've seen him, he goes right to the kids. And he hugs them and he kisses their head and all that. But yeah, he really loves children.
So how does it feel being at Hram Svetog Save? That's now a place where so many people from Serbia, from around the world, when they land in Belgrade, from Chicago or somewhere, they go straight to Hram.
It's really wonderful. It's wonderful that we're a part of all that. We were there when they were still doing a lot of work, and in the center, they had that funny-looking elevator, you know, that goes all the way up to
like
construction.
Like a temporary kind of elevator for construction.
Yeah. And Father Radivoy took us all the way to the top on the elevators. It was interesting. It was scary, but so we went all the way to the
tour. What does it look like from above? Not a lot of people have gone up there.
It's like people down, when you look down on them, they look like ants.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the church, when you're in there, it doesn't look that high, but when you get on that elevator and you go all the way to the top, and of course everyone was afraid, everyone was nervous that this thing is going to break, but we did great. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a very big church, and somehow even when I was growing up in school, we were not even aware of it as much, even though it was right there in the center of Belgrade, but somehow, I don't know.
Well, they've been working, I think, 50 years. So
something at least, or more, even more, I think, altogether.
Yeah.
Started a long time ago.
And now finally, I think they are finally finished.
Almost completely finished.
Yeah, yeah.
How does that day look, and how do you even organize, how do you bring all those 600 gifts, and what kinds of things are in the packets?
Oh my gosh, we try to give them things that will help them with their schoolwork, and then we try to give them candy and cookies, things that their parents cannot afford to buy. So they get excited because they love the sweets that they can't usually get, and as far as things for school, they're not crazy about that, but it's a good thing to help them.
And then how do you even bring 600 packets? How do you transport them? And how does that, who prepares them actually?
Well, with the soup kitchen and the people there, we decide what we're going to do for them. And then whatever we raise, you know, how much of it we can have. And it turns out beautifully because the kids look forward to it. And most of these kids, even though we have with the parents, most of them don't have parents.
And how do you find about these kids? Do the local priests?
Our church, our priests.
So priests know their parishes from Belgrade mostly, or
Belgrade.
Belgrade?
Yeah. And then we do a separate, which is Papadia Jelena, that raises money every year at Holy Resurrection.
She usually does it like in November, December.
Yeah, right
for
before.
Kosovo.
Yeah.
Beers.
And then we prepare wonderful things. They usually raise a lot of money, which is a huge help for everybody. And what she raises goes to Kosovo, to
so
the
this
different
is for
schools.
backpacks, kind of. Do they fill backpacks for
Right.
them?
Yeah, yeah. We've done sweatshirts, we've done backpacks, and then Mita and Zora deliver those, which is a big job.
So they drive them from Belgrade
drive
over
to
next
this-
Albania, I think,
yeah,
or something, and then
Yeah.
they also organize to hand them to kids. What do they say? What do kids say?
Oh,
when
the
they bring
kids
them?
are always thrilled. You know, they're always happy to get things, especially in Kosovo, because the parents can't get them too much. So they're happy whatever they get.
Maybe here in the U.S. it's easier to forget that dollar is worth sometimes even more than we think. So it can buy. That's why any donation, $20 donation, for people here are easy to spend, but over there it may mean more, especially for kids. And
Yeah, absolutely. And we could do a lot. I mean, even a little bit for these kids means a lot. They're
So-
happy with whatever they get.
so in other words, it's never little. It's actually always
Always big
meaningful.
thing. Yes, yes.
Especially because there's very few people who do something like you do. I mean, you personally and our Serbs, and I mean, you can count with fingers on one hand pretty much how many people do something like that. And how about the lunch? 2,000 people, how does that work?
Oh my
You
gosh.
sponsor, you pay for the lunch for 2,000 people.
Yes.
20 people is a lot, 200 more, 2,000. That's like a whole village or a small town.
And we prepare all the packages the day before, and then the day of, Christmas Day, they all come, and we open up the door. And it's interesting, everybody that comes, they'll say, oh, and I have a sister at home, and I have a brother at home, and my mother, and so on, because they want more to take home.
Oh.
And we try and give them as much as we possibly can so that they could take some home.
How do they pack it for home, like in some plastic or
We
something?
we get, there's a lot of volunteers that come to the soup kitchen, and usually us, the people that go from our Serbs, and we make packages, pechenye, bread, salad, eggs, hard-boiled eggs.
So really nice meal.
It's a really nice meal, yeah. And then usually the father, Vlade, that's there.
He's the one that was here in October
Yes.
for the event.
Yes.
From Veskuda, from Starateljstvo.
Great man, works very hard. And he will usually, I look at him, and someone that comes up and they tell me they have this whole family, and father will say to me, yeah, true, do it. And then some people that come, and they keep coming back around and around for more.
For another.
And then he'll look at me, he'll say, we can't, no more, we can't give all that, so.
Do you remember some faces from previous years, for example?
Oh, all the time.
All the time.
All the time. And what they do is they usually have, like with us and the patriarch and the bishop that works with him, usually have lunch with a few of them,
Yes.
which the father picks.
There was one year, I think, was it last year or the year before, when Patriarch was there and he asked somebody to sing.
Yeah.
And
That
lunch.
was 2 years ago.
2 years ago already.
Yeah. He's really a nice man.
Yeah, very, very special, very appreciated person. Did he make it this year for the lunch, or? Could he?
Or for Christmas?
For the lunch.
His bishop, which
bishop was
I call him Baby Bishop because he looks like he's 15 years old.
Wow.
And he's his bishop that is like his right-hand man. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. So a lot of what you do is, I mean, with the help of the church, Serbian Orthodox Church, it would be hard to do all of this in some ways with the contacts and
they help us find people, and they will give us families that really work hard. Like we had a family that had an old house, and they came to us asking for help. They wanted to fix it, and I said, okay, I'll give you material, but you do the work. And then 2 years later, they invited us to the house to see what they did. It was amazing. It was amazing what they did.
Nice.
So we pay for the material, and they do the work, and then they invite us to see what they've done because they're proud. So, yeah, it's pretty cool what we do.
Where was this house?
You mean, don't ask me for the village. I mean, right outside of Belgrade.
Oh, it's at Belgrade.
But Belgrade, yeah. But it was...
But it's nice to see that the circle is completed, so to speak, that they accomplished. And just remind everyone, you don't give money, but you like to give
no, we don't
family ability to stand on their feet.
Yes.
Long term, some long term help.
We will go and we will load up the car with families that we can give them food for a month. So we give them sugar and oil and flour and everything that they need to cook during the month.
Did you also take this time a family with a lot of kids and take them to the store?
For shoes.
What did you tell them? Go buy the shoes you want?
Yeah.
How was that?
And that's great because the kids, they don't know what to do. They kind of look and I'll say, don't ask mom. Don't ask mama. Because they'll look at the mama and ask if it's okay, whatever they're doing.
You said you choose what you want to choose.
Whatever you want.
You take them to the store. How many kids were there?
Oh, well, each time it depends on which father brings us how many people. This last time we had 3 mothers and 1 father. I think we had 4, 3. I think we had probably 10 kids. And I let them pick whatever they want.
So that's a happy day for them for sure.
Yeah. It's happier for me, I think. I enjoy it. Yeah. And this year, we're going to have our event in September.
Okay, let's announce that. Just drum rolls and...
Yeah. That should be really pretty cool. This is our 10th year as our Serbs. And what we're going to do is we're going to celebrate everyone that has been a part of us. People that come every year to the party, people that send a donation. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of these people that do a lot of work and then celebrate these people for helping Serbia. So we just came up with the idea, and I think it's going to be really great. It's going to be really great.
Can we announce the location and day?
Of course, yes, Holy Resurrection.
Holy Resurrection.
And it'll be on a Saturday, on the 13th of September.
13th of September.
And it's all just beginning, we're kind of getting ideas and what are we going to do. Because it's hard, you're trying to keep everybody happy, but doing different things every year. And that's really hard because you want people to be interested. So this year we came up with the idea of, we're going to celebrate all these people.
Is this supposed to be after your trip to Serbia?
No. Before.
Before.
Because on the 13th, and hopefully right after that, We haven't picked a date yet, exactly the date. I can't even give you the date, but it'll probably be a week or so after that we're going to go.
Do you have the plan for Serbia? Usually that's a June trip. For many years, you've done it as a June trip. This time it'll be September.
It'll be September.
Do you know already what kind of things you'd like to do in September? Usually it's your June trip.
Yes. We had a lot of things happening this year. My husband and I moved part-time Florida, part-time here. And Mira and Zoran had things happening in Belgrade. So we had to make it a little bit later this year because it was just too much for us to handle.
And then what do you think you'll be doing in September? What kinds of visits or programs?
We'll probably do just about everything we always do. We'll pretend it's June.
Yeah.
It'll be
still warm weather, mostly.
Yeah, it should be nice.
You go to Kosovo?
We go to Kosovo, yeah. And that's one of the things I really enjoy because those kids are so excited when we come.
So you go to usually Vladika Raško Prizinski, actually, when he was here, he was saying how important your work is and he's so happy and you've done some very important things for churches there in Kosovo and Tokyo. So your work seems like a small office, but there's some big work actually.
It's sometimes every time we're finished, you know, I'm getting to be an old lady now, and I kind of go, what am I doing? Why do I keep doing this?
I'll say that. No, that's not true.
But when it's over, it's really makes all of us feel so good that we can help, even a little bit. Even if you help them a little bit, it's a big deal.
What kinds of things in Kosovo? Do you take families shopping, or you get someone used to do like buy a cow for some families, or?
Yes, we bought cows. We did the sheep. We bought a bunch of sheep. We buy chickens. We try to do as much as we possibly can. It's always hard because each village, each town is different, and they all really need different things. But I think that the way we're working it, we're going to do okay this year.
Yeah. How is the funding? Where does it come from? Just donations, pretty much.
Donations.
Do they come at events, or do they come throughout the year also?
Throughout the year, they'll send donations. They come to events. And I usually hit on different organizations begging for money.
Like Serbian organizations or American organizations?
Well, the one that I hit on the most is American right now.
Okay.
And of course the Serbian, the Serbs are Serbs, you know, they're going to help us either way. But going to an organization and showing them the help that they need, that's how we get accomplished.
Yeah. So just as a reminder, so if somebody's watching, maybe they don't know about an organization or they've known before, but everything they give goes like 100%.
Absolutely.
Turns into their donation.
Yes, yes. And we are all volunteers. We don't get a salary. We're all people that come every day and work hard to do the best that we possibly can.
So yeah, you could be on the beach in Florida today, but instead you're here in Chicago. It's still pretty cold for this time of year, and
it's lousy with the rain and all.
Sitting in the office.
Yeah, and we're leaving Monday. We came here. Our great-grandson is graduating Sunday from high school, and we had to be here. So we came here for his graduation.
So here he's graduating from Niles North High School.
Yes.
It's a good school, and can we say he's going to a great university?
Well,
after that?
He's still fighting with himself what he wants to do.
Oh, okay.
He really wants to be a fireman and a paramedic, and that really interests him the most. Mm-hmm. It worries me because firemen worry me, but I think that's what he may do.
Okay.
And Oakton has a program that they train the paramedics and the firemen.
Olsen?
Oakton.
Oakton Community College.
Yeah.
Oh, great, yeah.
So
Nice.
we'll see how it goes. You know, kids change their mind many times before they're done.
I feel like there's a good number of people who help. Obviously, otherwise the organization wouldn't have survived for 10 years, but there's still other people who could get involved in across the country, Chicago,
We're always
California,
looking for
Florida.
help. Always looking, always. And even if they help this much, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And you know, like we have now, we're doing a few things during the year instead of just one event. We're doing a wine tasting, which is a lot of fun, and people love it, and that's in Indiana.
Last time it was in Maryville, Svetilia Church.
Yeah, yeah. And the girls that live in Indiana on the board, they took that part and they're in charge. I let them just do their thing, and they've done a great job. Raised quite a bit of money, and we try to do as much as we can with what we can, you know.
It is well, teamwork in some way with your ideas and leadership, but still you need some people who help and volunteer, and some people give donations.
Of course.
That otherwise
you need every little bit you can get in any direction.
I'd like to again invite people from all over to send to visit ourserbs.org. They can make a donation there 24 hours a day from anywhere in the world.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And it helps with all these programs we mentioned, meals for kids, meals for people with needs in Belgrade, gifts for families, little kids, programs across Serbia, and houses. How is the project with houses in Medveđa?
The houses we built, I can say 2.5 houses we built. We built 2 of them, and then Father asked us if we would do another one, half and half. They would do half and we'll do half. And then Serbs for Serbs, they had called Vladika in Niš, and they said, is it true that our Serbs built the houses? And of course he said, yes, that's true. They built 2. And they said, well, Serbs for Serbs built another one.
That's nice. So
it's great. It's great.
Cooperation, so it shows there can be a cooperation. Doesn't have to mean like we'll do things separately, but we can do things together. Mm-hmm. And you already moved in? Some people, I think.
Oh, the people that we built the houses for have moved in.
Did you meet them?
Oh yeah. Because we are there when they go and they bless the houses. We meet the families, and each family has to have 2 or more children, and they're really happy. I was there again this last time I was there. That they're keeping it nice and clean and bright and really, really good. But now we did a contract of building 4 new houses. That
before additional ones at this point.
But this is for something else. You know, when our orphanages, when they reach 18 years old, the orphans have to leave.
Yeah.
Where do they go? What do they do?
They don't have a place to stay. They don't have a job.
So we're building 4 houses, and then we're going to try and train them. Hairdressers, carpenters, plumbers, electricians, whatever.
So organize for them to get training for a job.
And then, you know, do this for a year and help them live. And then hopefully within a year they could get a job. So that's pretty exciting for us.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's done that before in Serbia.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
So what does the day look like when the family is moving into a house in Medveđa? I mean, that's pretty amazing. You give somebody keys to a finished house where they have no financial obligation at all to live in, which is really nice. And a family that was in some problems maybe before it really needed some help.
They're really excited. They're really excited, and they try to do everything they could do to let you know how much they appreciate it. But they go through Red Cross, the church, and the municipality, and they're the ones that they fill out the applications, and they decide. But the church owns the property, so that you can't move in and sell it.
Well, so the church owns, they live there for free, so to speak.
Yes, yes. Which is a nice thing, but I'm excited about the orphans because, you know, when you think about it, where do they go? What do they do? Their whole life is an orphanage.
Yeah.
And once they get out, it's, now what?
What's the plan? Where are these houses supposed to be?
Well, we're still, the municipality gave us land, but it's still in the process of them deciding, the city deciding where would be the best area to do it in.
Yeah.
But we raised the money. Our Serbs raised the money, so we can build them anytime they tell us where and how.
That's great. So it doesn't mean if there's more money, there could be even more houses built and more other projects.
Mm-hmm. And the people that we built the houses for in Medveja, these were the people that were burnt out from Kosovo, right? Because they're right by the border there, and their homes, their houses, everything was burnt out and demolished. And these are the people that we gave the houses to.
So now three or four have been built, and 4 new ones will be built.
We have 6 houses. We built 2.5 of them, and then the rest was built from other areas.
Nice. How do you get the ideas for your projects, for example? How do you decide what to do?
You come up with an idea and you hope that it works.
Yeah.
You know, like when we did with the orphanage, I thought that was brilliant. It's like, you know, you've seen movies of when people get out of jail and they'll do anything to go back because that's all they know.
Yeah.
They know the prison, that's all they know.
Yeah.
And the same thing with these. I mean, these are kids that from the time they're little until they reach 18 years old, that what do they do after that? So I thought that was brilliant. Of all the wonderful things that we thought of, I thought that was great.
Yeah. And I hear you might be also at the festival in August, the Serb Fest. That's probably the biggest, for sure the biggest in Chicago, actually, the whole Resurrection.
Yeah. We're going to be there this year.
You're going to be there in August. This is the first time you'll be there?
Yes.
That's a big festival, so a lot of people...
I understand they get through, a lot of people walk through.
Yeah, a lot of people walk through. It's a very big. And how about Miami? I think you'd like to do something in Miami too now.
I've been there. My husband and I were there, and it's a big church. I don't know how involved they are as far as, you know, do they work with another organization? I am waiting to speak to Father and see if maybe we could do something together. Because now I'm closer. I'm only an hour away from Miami.
Yeah,
so,
it's a very, very nice church, nice social hall.
Very nice. Yes.
A lot of people come. There was there, like for example, for Christmas Eve, a lot of people come, like huge number. They have their festival too, and Miami is growing in all of Florida.
So I go back to Florida Monday, and hopefully I can meet with him and see if they, you know, are they sponsoring someone already? I don't know. We haven't gotten there yet. But I'm hoping that if they want to do something with us, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, I don't think they are, as far as I know. And let's take advantage of this situation. Invite people in Florida to help, and they can come if you have something in Miami. People can come for the event from other areas. For example, Naples, about an hour and a half. Well, East eastern side from Miami to Palm Beach and in between, but also Naples, Northport. It's not too far to come
But
for the event.
what's funny is that there's a lot of kids in Palm Beach that are Serbian kids that work as waiters and waitresses. And usually, you know, when you hear the accent and you're a Serb, you recognize it. And I'll say, where do you come from? Of course, Serbia. The good thing is they go to a Greek church because Palm Beach doesn't have a Serbian church,
Yeah.
which surprises me, but they go to Greek church.
So there's already so many. It's a separate group from Miami in a way.
Oh yeah,
It's far
these are
enough to be
just-
considered.
Right.
So maybe there could be a new Serbian parish now.
Yeah.
Naples got summer 2024 regular full-time priest, though. Maybe Palm Beach is.
That would be great
Could be
because
the
there's a
next one.
lot of people from Serbia, and like I say, young people that are working.
Are they like seasonal? Do they stay like when was Florida season, which is like kind of like winter and spring? Or do
But
they stay the whole year?
they stay all year,
Whole year.
but they take their summer vacation to go to Serbia,
Yeah, and then they come back
and then they come back.
in the fall. I guess people traveling in Chicago, they travel in summer to Serbia anyway. A lot of people anywhere
Yeah.
else.
So
How
I
is for people who haven't been in Palm Beach? How is that area?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's really very nice. And I used to think that, you know, Florida was for old people. Now that I'm one of them, I go, no, we're not old. We're fine. We're okay.
You're the young kids, you got young kids there. Yeah, everybody's. I mean, Florida really last few years especially has a boom, and it's still building everywhere. And
Oh, they're
on
building
the Gulf side,
unbelievable.
too. By
Unbelievable.
Naples and that area, also all the way to Tampa and everywhere. It's
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of Serbian people too. I think it's the fastest growing Serbian community in the U.S. is actually Florida. In the last 25 years, I think there's been 7 new churches. Before 25 years ago, there was none, and now there's 7.
That would be wonderful if we could get a church in Palm Beach.
Yeah, we can ask His Eminence Bishop René Dobrievic to think about Palm Beach next time, just to establish a missionary parish there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, a lot of young people that are working, and they could be in a grocery store or usually in a restaurant.
Restaurants a lot in Miami too. Somebody told me, and I've seen in Miami every restaurant. There's several sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
How is what's your advice for young people or anybody interested in coming to the U.S. to Florida or Chicago or a lot of people interested in visiting or maybe moving here?
Oh gosh. Well, you know, I love Chicago. That's my home. But Florida, it's wonderful not to put on boots and put on all the coats and hats.
It's like kind of like a paradise much of the year.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, it really is.
It's like summer almost all year. It's like a
Yes.
summer place.
But
It's not like a
summertime
place
it
with
gets
choice
hot.
seats. Summer is the
It's hot.
Is it humid also a little bit in Palm Beach or not so much?
A little bit, but not. You know, since we've been here now for the last 2-3 weeks, my husband and I, we're sneezing, we're getting a headache,
Yeah.
but we don't have that in Florida.
Well, it's hot in the summer many places. It's hot in Belgrade now in the summer. There are a lot
It's
of hot
actually
days.
it's like Chicago.
Yeah, almost hotter sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Last few years, especially for some reason, either climate has changed or it's
Yeah.
temporary. But what's your advice for them to anybody thinking of moving to America? Is it a good idea, and is it a place where you can achieve your American dream?
Oh, I think, listen, I think no matter what we go through, I still say that we are the best country in the world. And I think the opportunities are here. But where would I say they should go? I don't know. I think for the younger people going to Florida where it's nice weather and all that, they love it. I mean, they love it. But I do think that they need a church in Palm Beach.
And after all, the president of the U.S. is your neighbor there. right? President Trump, Mar-a-Lago. He's at West Palm Beach.
He's right
actually.
around the corner from me.
So,
I
if
mean,
he chose place, it must be nice.
yeah, it's beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So, what can people do in the meantime now? Go to the website, send donations. Can people jump in to help prepare for your trip for the September fundraiser?
For September fundraiser, because this year is going to be probably one of our best because we are celebrating. So when we talk to people, it's just saying we're celebrating all the people that work with us to make some of those families over there.
They can also volunteer in August at Redwood Drive at the Old Resurrection Service.
Absolutely.
Be at our
Absolutely.
Serbs
Yeah.
stand, give out some brochures
And we will still, you know, we've been at St. Basil all these years for the fest, and I'm still going to do that. But I'd like to try Holy Resurrection.
yeah, that's your kind of like one of the home churches, so to speak, St. Basil in Lake Forest.
Yeah, that's been my church since years now, years.
And Slava last fall there was
Last week.
Slava also.
I was there last week.
Last week.
And Mita and Zoran were here too. So, of course I love Father Judo and Protinit Cyan, but
Yeah, Father Judo is very special, very popular.
he's a I think that's the word, special.
Yeah,
They both are. They both are very special.
yeah. The moment is withdrawn but he'll hopefully be back there to serve again soon, or at least.
Oh, I
help.
would love it. I would love it if he could come back.
So,
Not just me, a lot of people would love it.
and I see here again a photo of your mom and little Kathy, right? Little small Katerina.
Yeah, that was a picture from our passport.
Oh, you had it together like that.
You know, that's a funny story. I'll tell you quickly.
Yeah.
My mother was born in New York.
She was born in New York.
New York. And when she was little, her parents took her to Serbia, either to visit somebody or whatever. I don't know, because I really never knew anybody of their family.
Her parents were Serbian, or?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But she was born in the States, which then she remained an American citizen. And then by me being born, I was a citizen. So the only problem we had is they wouldn't let us out of Serbia, Yugoslavia then, of course. They wouldn't let us out. We had all the papers, everything ready to come here,
Yeah.
but they wouldn't let us out.
It was a different time. Then you needed some different documents to leave the country.
Yeah. And that picture was the passport picture that we had for years. And that was, I don't know how old I was there, but I came here when I was 12. And that was, I must have been, what, 4, 5? I don't know. But they just wouldn't let my mother out of the country. And then when they finally let us out, because my mother was something else. She went and she threatened the city hall that she was going to blow them up.
In Belgrade.
Yeah.
Well, she was a feisty woman.
Oh, yeah, she was.
What was her name?
Saveta
Saveta.
Dujanovic.
I think she would be happy to know today
Yeah, I think she would. I think she would.
you've done a lot of accomplishments and helped many thousands, tens of thousands of people, at least.
And I'll tell you, one of my biggest fans is my husband, because I don't want to say he lets me do what I want to do, but he never interferes. As far as Serbian people, he's always happy for us to do whatever we can possibly do.
His support is very significant.
He is, huge, huge. I couldn't do this if he wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, how can you do that by yourself?
Yeah.
Because you want your partner to be a part of everything. And his support, always a big thing for me. And then my daughter, Vicky, she works with me. She's worked with me since Princess days. So, yeah, we're lucky.
Kathy, thank you so much, and
Thank you.
And let's remind everybody, ourserbs.org, ourserbs.org, Naši Srbi. Kathy Fanslow, Kathy, thank you, and wish you a great summer and good preparations for the 10-year anniversary and the trip to Serbia and everything else.
I think it'll be great for us to celebrate everybody.
Definitely, yeah.
You know, all our people that have supported us all these years, even before our Serbs.
Yeah.
I appreciate all that. So I thought it would be a lot of fun and a lot of interesting people that we can celebrate.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you. 448 Barry. You remember Svetisava?
Yeah, of course.
And this is when we came. My mom and I came.
So you lived on Barry?
Yeah.
At first?
Yeah.
So it's the kitchen down, was it downstairs actually?
No, the first level.
Oh, first level, yeah, first level.
Yeah.
Then from there you could go downstairs, there like a cave later.
The cave, yeah.
How long did you live there?
Oh my God. We didn't live there, but my mom, they took us in because it was just my mom and I. Mm-hmm. And they wanted to help us any way they possibly could. So, Chikatale and Teta Yula. And they were the ones that did all the cooking and everything.
Were you in this picture, the shorter one or the little taller one? That's you.
That one. And yeah, and that's my mom. And then all of these are my favorite people. Here's the grandson that's graduating. This is Jackson.
His name is Jackson?
Jackson.
No.
Pachner. P-A-C-H-E-R. Pachner.
P-A-C-H?
N-E-R. Pachner.
Oh, Pachner.
Yeah.
Jason Pachner.
Yeah.
Okay. Jason Pachner.
And this is at the palace.
Oh, yeah.
I took him to Serbia one year. And my two granddaughters and my daughter Tracy, the one that's in Florida. Yeah, I save pictures.
Of course.
And this here, I owned a spa downtown Chicago.
Oh.
And these were my people that worked for me.
You still own it or you used to?
No, I sold it.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
Oh, I had 20 hairdressers.
Oh, wow.
8 nail people.
I didn't know that again.
The one lady that did the facials and massages and all that. Yeah, that was a fun business. I like that.
It's a good business.
Yeah. Yeah, women think a lot of themselves.
Yeah.
So, of course, it's always good.
So it's a good, yeah, it never ends. Women can love to do that every day. The way I met him a few years ago.
Oh my God, he's amazing.
Is he still be with you?
He goes with us every year. He takes us, yeah.
And he's so...
Oh, this was when we were at the very top. Very top.
Oh, that was...
That's where, yeah, that was the day that he took us up there. This is from the other group.
From the previous organization?
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, people say to me, why do you keep that? Well, that was part of my life.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, you don't erase your past, I mean.
Yeah, of course. This little guy?
Uh-huh.
He's the little guy that we brought food to And of all the things that we brought, he loved the spaghetti. So he walked around with the spaghetti on his head. And this is another little one that I love, this one, Kosovo also. We brought her a little bag with a teddy bear, but she was just so shy. Beautiful little girl.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the king. I have the spaghetti now. I've never seen such a big bag of spaghetti and it's all mine.
Yeah, kids are fun.
So small moments like that can mean a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got me this for Christmas. Dobrodošli.
Did you buy it here or in Serbia? Or?
No, they had it made.
Oh, they had it made?
My granddaughters,
Special.
yeah. Yeah.
Keti Fanslow i naši Srbi su aktivni tokom cijele godine. Ovoga puta posebno interesantno se očekuje će biti u septembru kad se planira velika proslava 10 godina postojanja i također put u Srbiju. Specijalno za RTS iz Čikaga, Aleksandar Žigić.